Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Versatile. Welcome back to another video. And today, what I'm gonna teach today is how to install weapon mods. So right here, as you see, we have a real weapon in the game. This is the AK-205, which is supposed to be the modernization of the AK-105. But you're not exactly here for that. If you're likely here from when I made the video about using real weapons in Cyberpunk. However, these right here, I'm gonna teach you how to install these. If you guys do enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Just trying to show you that they work and that they are pretty viable. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, let's get into this. Alright, so before we get started, shout out to Sabbath7991 for making these awesome mods. So he makes primarily weapon mods. We do have a few clothing mods from him, but these are primarily weapon mods. And the thing is, these are actually really great. They're really well done, and he's kind of the only one that's to be doing these right now. And yeah, he's a pretty great, I don't even need to say good, he's a great mod creator. So you have Call of Duty packs, you have real life packs, you also have some stuff from other series or franchises, just other stuff from real life. So these are some of his mods. However, the one we're going to be installing here is the Russian weapon pack. So there are two guns that I want from here. So the first one's going to be the AK-12, the next one's going to be the Sega 12. So AK-12 we're going to install automatically with the mod manager, and then we're going to go ahead and install the Sega 12 manually. So the reason why I'm doing that is to show you guys how to do both. If you don't want to install using a mod manager, if you don't have a mod manager, which I highly recommend downloading Vortex for, especially when dealing with Cyberpunk 2077, I highly recommend you do that. So here I'm gonna install the AK-12. What you will need to do is install the requirements. He says Phantom Liberty is required. However, I don't have Phantom Liberty, and this gun did work for me, so we'll see. What you will need to do, slow download if you don't have premium, fast download if you do. Well, if it shows, it won't even show you this screen. If you have premium, it's going to download automatically, but if you don't have premium, slow download is the option for you. Let's see, maybe a temporary issue. Just go ahead and download the file again then, if that's the case. AK-12, and there we go. It appears in downloads, active downloads, and then it's gonna install in the background. So while that's installing, we're gonna download the Sega 12 files. So there we go, downloading from Nexus, AK-12. That means it has officially installed. So what we're gonna do here, we have the Sega 12 officially downloaded. What we need to do is go ahead and extract these files. So since this is open with, since this was WinRAR or WinRAR, I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just gonna extract all. I'm gonna extract them to here. So it'll then open up a second folder. What you would need to do is manually put these mods into your Cyberpunk 2077 mod directory. So these are the corresponding folders. You have the archive and R6 stuff here. So you go to Cyberpunk 2077, which I don't know what you have on your folder, or at least in your PC, but I have Cyberpunk installed on an external hard drive. So it's gonna look through there. You have it installed through Steam. It's gonna be Steam apps, and then common. For GLG, you might just have GLG and then the game. I'm not sure. So find your mod directory, and you will need to place these mods, or at least these folders, into your directory here. So as you see, they have installed to their respective places. You can also, alright, so if you want to verify, well, you've pretty much installed the mod there, but if you want to verify, you just go to R6 and then tweaks, and then your files would appear here. As you see, it was archived in R6, so you go to the corresponding folder, and then you should be able to see the mod files you installed. Now after that, you will need to go ahead and start the game, because that was pretty much everything you need to do. I'm going to go ahead and launch Cyberpunk 2077. Now if it's your first time installing mods, make sure to go to settings and then enable mods. However, if it isn't, just go ahead and press X or just click play. Alrighty guys, so now that we are at our weapon vendor here, so some of Sabbath's old mods will require me to go to the Pacifica weapon vendor specifically. However, with the newer mods, that's just not the case. You can just go ahead and go to any vendor. The older ones will tell you what vendor to go to, but then, like I said, his newer mods, it doesn't matter. His older ones, it kind of does. So you can also do these with commands. However, I do have $81 million, so I'm not going to be using that. So right here goes the weapon vendor. Next thing we would need to do is wait for your weapons to show up. So for me, the Sega 12 did show up here. So Sega 12 showed up and the AK-12 showed up, so we're gonna go ahead and buy those real quick. So if you press square, there's also a description. However, this is an older mod, so we're gonna install one of its older mods, which is the AK-12. Then we're gonna install the newer model, or at least the newer mod, which is the AK-47. So the reason why I'm doing both of these is the simple fact that if I were able to inspect the weapon like this, it's gonna show like an older inspect. So keep in mind that his older mods are maybe not as polished as the newer mods right here. So as you see, it does a right AK chamber animation if you're into that stuff. But if you don't mind that stuff, you can just go ahead and play the game as usual. And one more thing before I end the video is that you can install normal sights onto this. So if I were to put a Hayakume, actually it's like a little red dot, it'll appear on the weapon as you see right here, and it works just fine. If you were to put any other scope that pretty much matches the description, it should be able to fit. Unless it's one of these modded sights like this, it fits, but somewhat. As you see, it's floating a little bit. Oh no, it isn't. That it actually works pretty well. But yeah, you can put modded sights if it's allowed, or you can put normal sights on the gun, as well as suppressors. So go ahead, use a suppressor. This was my favorite one, the CS1 Typhon. And as you see, it works on the gun. And if you go into photo mode, it looks great. So that's pretty much how to install real mods in Cyberpunk 2077, at least real weapons or weapon mods in general. So however you want to use this. If you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.